everyone. We wanted to do a 5-part series on something that I find really exciting personally, and that's buying rental properties. We get asked about things ranging from which areas to buy in, how to evaluate the strength of your investment, how to pick tenants, things like that. We wanted to do a series on it, so enjoy and give us a call if you've got any questions. For the final part of this series, we're going to be talking about just managing on a month-to-month basis once you have a rental property or more than one rental property. The easiest way to deal with a lot of the day-to-day maintenance of this property is to just have a property manager hired, but because of the cost involved, a lot of people opt to manage the property themselves. So if you're choosing to do that, it's very important that you take responsibility and make sure that you're well versed on the Residential Tenancy Act. You want to make sure that this act, which is very favoring of tenants and very protective of tenants, is something that you have a thorough knowledge of, so that you're not violating tenants' rights at either the time when you're picking a tenant, taking a deposit, checking on the property, or if the tenant's not paying, that you're going through proper channels to handle everything. Another thing that's really important is making sure that you have cash reserves on hand in case something needs to be repaired or there's vacancy or whatever. We see a lot of people, they get into their first rental property and they rely so heavily on that rent coming in on time every single month, and there being no vacancy at the property, that any kind of inconvenience or repairs or a 2-month vacancy at the property can cause a lot of stress and problems for them. So you want to make sure that you've got a little bit of a cash reserve on hand. You want to make sure that your mortgage payments can be covered regardless of whether or not there's a tenant in there, because the bank won't care if the property's empty or not. So you want to make sure that you're able to mitigate any of the costs that might come up. So I always like to picture worst case scenario and just make sure that I'm prepared for that. And it's caused things to be a lot less stressful for me. So that's it for our series. We really hope you enjoyed it. Give us a call if you've got any questions about any of the parts in this series, and we'd be happy to chat about those.